I heard tell that Hydra has a lot of treasure. It's great that you took the monster out, and I sure hope you'll save some of its treasure here. A drachma saved is a drachma earned, I always say.
Welcome. May I entice you with some tasty treat? What can I sell to you today? I remember the days when the sea was filled with sailors and the dock was covered with fresh calamari and mackerel. I miss the fish. They say that after the king died, people wanted to make Logos the centaur ruler of this land. He refused, saying that the right of rulership would bring forth the finest possible new king. May your day be filled with pleasures and surprises, O Prince. May your mouth be charmed by the taste of it. Many thanks.
Habari, my friend, how may I aid you? The rite of destiny will be difficult to accomplish only because Delos is far from here, across the most dangerous of waters. No boat will dare sail there unless it could sail through the sky. Even if you made the wings again, they could not get you to Delos. The wind is wrong for that. You will need to find a flying device that you can control. Delos is a very interesting place. There is a good deal of magic there. It is well worth visiting. However, the Sibyl of Delos must be treated with respect. She reads the strands of the future. I am still upset about my father and the events in Silmaria. Erasmus is still asleep. I am worried, my friend. Very worried. Farewell. And I hope that your destiny is favorable. I thank you for doing business with me. Thank you for doing business with me. Ah, pizza. It is one of the most delightful of foods. You have found my weakness. Thank you most gratefully.
Did you hear the latest news? The weird wizard has fallen asleep and can't be awakened. Something even stranger than usual is going on there.
We fear the Archmage Erasmus has been drugged in some manner.
With all the murders going on here, I bet I know who did it. It must have been the druggist and the apothecary with the poison.
Beloved, you are the druggist.
Oh, that's right. I've got an alibi. Guess it was someone else then. I'm delighted that my business has boomed so, but it's kind of a bummer when you think about the why of it. We're trying to figure out what kind of drug has Erasmus out of it, but we really need to get some of the drug to tell for sure. Let me know if you happen to score any of it. Julinar and I were teleported to this really cool place by a talking mouse. It sounds wild, but we weren't tripping, honest. It was so mellow there, we just sort of floated around. We couldn't get the Wiz to wake, but other than that, it was totally neat. If Colonel Mustard comes up to you carrying the lead pipe, don't trust him. I suspect he eats meat and has other nasty habits.
It is a pleasure in this time of so many hardships to see your friendly face. It disturbs me, this drug that has stricken the Archmage. I have heard of sickness from which the victim will fall asleep, but not one from which they will not awaken. The wizard Fenris assured us that his companion was not suffering from a magical spell, nor did I find signs of illness upon the Archmage. Thus I believe that it must be some sort of drug of which we do not know. He appears to sleep peacefully, but it is strange. Like the coma that those poisoned by the assassin suffer, it is a sleep that brings no healing to the body. It is a sleep without rest. I know that you grieve for your wizard friend. Here, take these magical flower seeds. They grow almost overnight and spread great beauty and fragrance. I hope that this will make your journey less sad.
Yeah, flowers soothe the soul. See ya.
Nice dealing with you. Nice dealing with you.
The Hydra is dead! It is amazing! I managed to sail near Hydra Island last night. As long as I swing the boat near the shores of the islands, I am not attacked by the Tritons. Yasas! It is good to know that the Hydra could not defeat you. As soon as I heard the rumor that the Hydra had been destroyed, I tried to see if I could get there. Unfortunately, by the time I got near the island, it was time to return. The islands near Hydra are known to have fierce monsters living there. We fishermen have always avoided that area. I think that is why the Tritons did not attack my ship last night. They did not expect me to be in that area. I have been told stories of the Hydra in my youth. It must have been a great honor to defeat such a legendary creature. I wish you good luck on your next rite. I'm certain you will need it.
Hieroman and Elsa kill Hydra good. Both do good.
I could not have won without your help. We work together well.
Hydra bad. Hieroman and Elsa good. Hydra dead. Glad both did good. Make Toro happy. See both happy. Elsa like Hero Man. Elsa think Hero Man fight good. Keep watch for Killer Man. Keep live, Hero Man.
It matters not who was judged the winner of this fight. We both did well against the Hydra. We should both have won. I had an argument with Minos this day. He does not think we should have worked together against the Hydra. He is a fool, and I have told him so. He is not used to anyone telling him such things, and he does not like it. With the treasure from the Hydra's cave, we could both be wealthy and not need to compete to be ruler. It is obvious we are not in this for the money. You have done much since we first met. You are very much a hero. I look forward to our next quest together.
It is a good day, is it not? A fine day for flying, if one could fly. The notice board said that you would be off to find your destiny. I hope it is not lost too badly. I am getting much better. I used to take a lope outside the city gates every morning, but things were getting so much dangerous that I could not. Now that you have driven off the bad soldiers, I can run off all the rice I eat again. There was talk that after your last meeting in the Hall of Kings, several arguments were heard. Dr. Mobius the scientist was most displeased about the right of destiny, and he said to his person Gort that they will have to try something to even the odds in the next contest. The woman warrior Elsa was also heard to show her displeasure to Minos. It seems that he wished to take Elsa directly to this island of Delos, and Elsa wished to find her way there herself. She said that she does not take his orders, and he said yet, and she was most angry. This is all very interesting, is it not? I have seen a man to fly once without wings or other magic. It is something that I painted in the picture to show that this was true, and that I did not make up such a thing. For some reason, people still did not believe what I saw. Holy cow! I did not know that destiny was so hard to find. I always thought that the future comes to you, whether you look for it or not. Good luck in your quest for destiny. I have learned that one can build the future from what one does today. Namaste. That is a very good offer, but it is not enough for me to accept. Perhaps you will give me this much for it. This is very, very good. We have made an agreement which we both agree upon.
Aloha, boy. Oi, you're a sight for shore eyes since I landed here. It's funny, honey, how I'd love to be with you. I've got this thing for you. I'm really into this. In fact, I was going to name this place the D Hotel. Welcome to D Hotel Calamira. You can enter any time you like, but you can never grieve, sort of thing. However, I decided to be more interesting. Ooh, pretty. Reminds me of an ice cream cone. What's the word, lovebird? Shall we wing it before we take a turn for the worst? This chick's crowing bold. So when do we flock together? I'd love to cock-a-doodle-do it with you. He's the guy that painted the flying ice cream cone? Anyone who could paint like that could certainly paint my inn. I'll have to talk to him about it. Take it easy, Ryder. That looks familiar. Hey, it is familiar. You got the sweets for sheets or something? Well, as long as it doesn't involve a straight stitch. I can't do anything straight. Sure, I'll have it for you tomorrow or so. So.
Greetings, Prince of Shapir. How may I serve you?
Hi, how is it going? Make some more money to save? A drachma saved is a drachma earned, I always say. Welcome. May I entice you with some tasty treat? What is this? It is unlike anything I have ever seen in this world. How very remarkable. But what has this to do with me? My brazier? It is something that I need if I am to sell my freshly prepared wares. However, I do have an extra brazier I could sell you. I hope this will serve you well. Good luck, and please be careful.
You know, there are some nice-looking women in Selmaria. I got my eye on a couple of beauties. Nothing like a little romance to put some fire in your blood. Learning one's fate isn't much fun at times. Seems like you always see the bad parts of the future. Can be a little depressing. Remember though, fortune tellers never say things straight. What they tell you may be right, but it's always subject to interpretation. Watch for all meanings of the words when you hear your destiny. That's a ways away from here. Be kind of tricky to get there, but it's worth it. The Sibyl can be kind of cold at times. She hangs out in that old temple, what remains of it. Takes a little gold offering to bring her around. The Dryads, though, they're worth the whole trip themselves. The thought of that magical glade brings the chill of real beauty through my heart even now. Takes a real gift to get them going, though. Something to really sink their roots into and send the life sap soaring. If you haven't danced with the Dryads, boy, you've never danced at all. Let me think, what did she call me? Oh, yeah. Here's a moment from my past that's rather appropriate here. I dallied with the Dryads in their hidden oaken glade, pirouetted with the pixies as I sang a serenade. I tried to flirt with Sibyl as she told me of my fate. She laughed and called me Eros, but I didn't get the date. Wish I was going with you to Delos. Have to get back there sometime after I finish writing this book.
Welcome back to Science Island. I trust you're spending your time well with experimental research. I've been studying ways to get whiter whites and more colorful colors. Unfortunately, relatively few of the sheets have survived the process thus far. Well, none, actually. I'm beginning to get a bit peeved. The new king should be someone who can think, not one who listens to the nonsense spouted by oracles. This is the stupidest one yet. Getting to Delos is an interesting challenge, but why would one want to go there? Oracles are for people who can't make up their own minds, usually because they don't have any! Here's a scientific conundrum for you. What is lighter than air? Why does smoke rise and rain fall? Because smoke is hotter than the outside air and seeks to escape to a cooler atmosphere. Rain is cold and so seeks the warmer ground. So, what is lighter than air? Hot air! We should not have to waste our time or Gort sending him to Delos. What can he learn from an oracle? It's a shame you no longer have the wings. Through the air is the best way to get to Delos. Some scientists here tried to put wings on a gondola once, but they couldn't get it to fly very far. Well, actually, it crashed almost as soon as it took off. We built a crane to retrieve the winged gondola, but no one has had time to continue that particular experiment. The crane outside, it is quite a remarkable invention, able to move in multiple degrees of freedom while lifting very heavy objects. Of course, it's not the easiest thing in the world to program. One must plan ahead and perform each step in its proper order. Good luck on your journeys. There's something new to learn everywhere.
Good evening. What's so good about it? Oracles and prophecies. Poppycock! I am boiling with rage. Instead of science, they want Gort to indulge in prophecies. They want us to guide our lives on some faker's made-up fortune. Destiny. Hogwash. A scientist's destiny is whatever he chooses to make of it. Heat rises, cold sinks. That's science. But where to get the heat and how to keep it from escaping? These are the deeper questions. Sending Gort to Delos is a total waste. He needs scientists, not seers. The so-called researchers who built that flying gondola lacked rigor. The boat is much too heavy to fly. A real scientist would have figured out how to make it lighter before trying to fly in it. Using the crane requires some forethought, not one of your strengths. Each action has to be preset, then activated. I can't imagine what you'd want to lift with it anyway. Tell the Oracle she should get a real job, picking pockets, or something else more honest than making up prophecies.
Greetings, my friend. How can I assist you this evening? You have the look of a troubled man. A man that perhaps needs another favor. I have a feeling that I will soon come into possession of a very valuable piece of real estate. I am first and foremost a businessman, and I need to make a profit off my deals. The Gnome Inn is a very valuable property, and I stand to lose a lot of money if poor Anne cannot pay for it. Thus, I intend to take the Gnome Inn back, to spare Anne the financial burden. However, I'm willing to hold off on collecting my money if that is what you wish. If you bring me something of great value, I might even consider giving the deed to you. The Gnome Inn is a farce. It will never be able to make a profit. What fool would ever stay there? I will be seeing you soon, I hope.